And I'm gonna go ahead and pull out. This is a outside shot today. Always turn into the nearest lane. Keep your turn as short as possible. If you don't know what this road is, this is a service drive. They're by expressways. They're the side streets where if there's a bridge or a crossover, you can go to the left lane and cross over if you live on the other side of the expressway, or you can make right turns. We're going to encounter some signs, so I think this will definitely be helpful. We have a crosswalk sign, so you want to be aware. We have a warning sign of a fire engine. So there's a fire station across. Yield sign to the left. So I want to be mindful. And I want to proceed. During this time of day, this is a great time for people to speed and end up getting tickets. So you really want to be mindful of your speed. There are 3 lanes. The lane to the right is where people would park. I would not park here because you're going to have a lot of traffic. The middle lane is the smooth lane. The lane to left, a little bit faster speed. I'm at about 35 miles an hour. And then we have another warning sign ahead. This tells us there's an area where pedestrians could cross to go over the crossover. You always have to be mindful for private driveways, streets. People will pull out in front of you. Here's another pedestrian area. What I'm doing, I'm just lifting my foot, keeping my space cushion. Thank you for the thumbs up. If this is bringing any value in, give it a thumbs up. We're going to be doing some expressway driving. Residential driving today, front view. This means school zone. There's a school here somewhere. And then you have to stop. This is a regulatory sign, and we have a school zone crossing. You should see that to the right. So I got to stop for 3 seconds. Perfect. And I'm just looking left and right. And I do need to get over to the left. So mirror, my left blinker's on, turn signal, blind spot. And then this is a little bit different. You have cars coming off the expressway to the left, as you can see. And I'm looking, and then I want to move up. And I'm going to get into the middle left lane. Not all the way over to the left. I'll have to make a left turn. So now I'm all set for the expressway. Thank you for the thumbs up. I always want to keep a space cushion. That's the space in front of me. If I get rear-ended, I only have one collision. Look left and right over at the intersection. And I'm going to merge on the expressway. So you should be able to hear the blinker. I'm at 40, 45, and I see a semi-truck. So they merged out a little sketchy, and I'm squeezing my brakes. And then I merge right in behind the semi-truck. I want you to hear this. And that's no joke, all this traffic. So I'm in the right lane, and I'm going to stay here for a moment, and then when it's clear, I'm going to get over it. I'm going to go ahead and get over one lane, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. I think it's important that you hear the road noise to help you understand. The left lane is the faster lane, and then the middle lane. And then when you roll up your windows, it's quieter. So I'm just trying to stay as smooth as possible, not turning the wheel left and right. I see traffic, I see brake lights, so I'm looking ahead. Could be an accident, traffic jam, and I'm just squeezing my brakes, looking past the semi-truck. It's a car length for every 10 miles an hour, so I'm at about 60. So I should have 6 car lengths. Let's see, 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. I'm about 5 car lengths from the car ahead of me. If you were driving with me and I was giving you a lesson, I would say, listen, let's get in the middle lane. I don't want to be in the lane to the right. Thank you, it means a lot. Every day you get better. I don't want to be in the lane to the right. You're going to have a lot of traffic cutting us off. Don't want that. I want to be in the middle lane or the lane to the left. Now, if we get the lane to the left, we're going to have to go much faster. And I don't know if I want you to do that right now, but you can see cars merging on from the right. And that white car had a nice merge, but no blinker. At about 60 right now, speed is good, half a tank of fuel. You want to occasionally look at your dashboard and know what your car is doing. I'm at about 1,500 RPMs. And everything's going pretty good. I want you to hear this road noise again. We're maintaining nice speed control. No one's really forcing me to go faster, so I can cruise at a nice safe speed. And then we have this semi-truck to our right. We don't want to hang around the semi-truck. So we want to stay on the gas. There are 4 blind spots. The left side, the right side, the front, and the back. So right now I'm in the truck's blind spot. You can't see me or she, and I want to keep it moving. So if you were still with me, I would say, hey, you're doing a really nice job. Your speed control is good. And I want us to continue driving. It is 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Very cloudy, so visibility is okay. It is a cloudy day. Speed control is good. I'm at about 70 miles an hour. Doesn't seem that fast, but we are moving pretty good. And the wind is pushing the car. If you were driving with me, I would tell you, just hold the steering wheel smoothly, lightly, don't grip it. Okay, I'm maintaining good speed, but here's the challenge. If you're with me, I would tell you, see the cars to the right, but just stay focused on what you're doing. This is a great view. Most cars are using blinkers. I'm expecting the white car to get over. The gray truck did. That's a pretty good lane change. How the highway transportation system works. So we're going to applaud them. And I'm at about 70. Everyone's moving pretty good. And if I'm at 70, this white vehicle to my left, they're about 72, 73. The common offense is the white van doesn't use blinkers. So I would tell you, back off the gas a little bit. And just visualize yourself with your instructor. I'm your instructor. I'm at 65 now. A lot of beginners just ride the brake and then you'll lose 7, 10, 12 miles an hour. I'm at about 60, 62, 63. Our speed is moving pretty good. We're pretty smooth right now. It is sprinkling a little bit. It's most dangerous the first 5 to 10 minutes. That car gave us 2 blinks, not really enough to help us identify. I'm lifting my foot a little bit. I'm about 67 and just cruising. I want you to be predictable. We could jump to the left lane and do 70, 75. That's not what it's about. It's about us maintaining good fuel economy, good mileage, being comfortable. If you go to the left lane, you're going to have to push 70, 72, 75, 77. We don't have anywhere to be right now, so we're just maintaining really nice speed control, and eventually we'll pass this truck to the right. 4 blind spots, left side, right side, front, and back. We want to stay away from this truck and continue to accelerate through the blind spot. They cannot see us right now. Our speed is pretty good. This road is very curvy, taking us up to our brothers to the north, which is Canada. So we want to continue to stay smooth, not turn the wheel so much. I'm actually lifting my foot around the curve a little bit. A lot of beginners will jerk the wheel or they'll drive straight. Some traffic force is pulling us to the left. So we have our Chevron alignment signs telling us this is a sharp curve to the right. I would tell you lift your foot a little bit. Between 65 and 70, things are good. 3 or 4 cars in front, about 7 or 9, 10 cars in the back. give you a look. And then we want to keep it going. Speed is good right now. Just going to take our time. I am holding the wheel a little firmly. This is a really sharp curve. So I don't want to oversteer or understeer. I'm at 65. The max here is 70. So if cars are passing me, they're doing about 70. Most cars are doing between 65 and 68 miles an hour. Staying out of the blind spots of trucks. There are 4, left side, right side, front and back. If you just joined, we're doing an expressway drive during rush hour. It is almost 3:40 Eastern time. So I'm on a curve right now doing about 70. And centrifugal force is pulling me to the left. You'll see cars not using blinkers in. It's very confusing and dangerous. So if you were driving with me, I would tell you just lift your foot a little bit and keep the car accelerating through. I see the semi truck and I see cars merging out. So he or she is squeezing the brakes and those cars merge out. So you've got to get on that gas and accelerate out in front of the truck. There's one, the other car's hesitating. They went in behind it. So this black vehicle went over the top in front of, and the other vehicle went behind it. I'm at right about 70 right now. Just lifting my foot. So when you're driving on these curves, you just need to lift your foot a little bit. You'll lose it. The black truck didn't use a blinker. The thing on your road test, you want to be able to get up to speed, merge out properly, mirror, turn signal, blind spot. You're going to get on and then get off immediately. For general driving, if you were with me, I would say, hey, maintain a good distance. Don't tailgate, and we'll stay in the middle lane. The middle lane is the smooth lane, so everything's going real good. Keeping more space. Cars are merging on to the right. That's anticipating someone may cut me off. You can see the volume of traffic is really getting heavier because we're in a larger urban area. And this is what it typically is like when you're driving during rush hour in the morning or in the late afternoon or early evening. So I'm at 65. I don't need to drive any faster. I don't want to tailgate or be aggressive or trigger someone to road rage. And I don't want to be tailgated either and feel very nervous. And that could lead to anxiety. So if you were nervous right now, I would say simply relax, turn up the AC a little bit, maybe some chilled music, and just give you that emotional support, because we all need support in order to reach our goal of learning how to drive. We have a yellow line to the left, that's the warning. And I see cars kind of slowing down a little bit, so I just lifted my foot. I'm at about 63. I have an analog gauge dashboard. Some cars have a digital dashboard. And sometimes these analog dashboards, the speedometer needs to be calibrated. My speed is good. Eventually I have this semi-truck, so I need to make a decision. Do I get to the left and go more faster? Do I get to the right and slow down? So I'm just going to keep my distance and stay smooth. Truck drivers are entitled to the first lane and the middle lane. They shouldn't be to the left. That's for passing only. Looks like it's going to rain, so a lot of people get a little bit nervous and tend to drive faster. They're one brake light works, so you can see I'm on top of them a little bit. I just lifted my foot. I'm at about 63, 64. I have both hands on the wheel. We have a law. Can't be on the phone and they will ticket. So I'm hands free. I'm going to make a lane change, mirror, turn signal. This is the front view. I'm going to get over to the left lane. And no matter what lane you're in, it's still heavy traffic. Also, I look at the driving environment. This is rush hour. People are hungry. They're tired. They want chicken. They got to pick up water, diapers for the baby. So I'm just trying to be mindful and not get in anyone's way and be safe. And that's what you should be doing too, is trying to be safe. If someone is trying to pass you, get over to the right. Don't hold up traffic in the left lane. So I'm up on speed a little bit. I'm about 4 cars space cushion. And I'm maintaining good speed right now, just trying to be careful, looking ahead. And in a mile and a half, I need to get over to the right. So I'm wondering, what should I do? Should I get over now? Should I try to pass the semi? This vehicle does not have the horsepower that's needed, so I'm going to go ahead and get over 1 lane to the right. I got over, so now I'm good. Now I have an opening. Then I'm going to get over 1 more lane to the right. Oh, you can see that semi-truck with the tarp raising up on the lumber. So I'm just going to back off my gas, take my time, and just keep my space. Could that tarp come off on me? Possibly. So I don't want to be behind it at all. I'm keeping my space cushion. I know that sounds funny, space cushion, but this space will help save us. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004. I'm about 4 seconds. I'm going to get over. My indicator's on, so I'm getting off. And I'm lifting my foot. A lot of beginners go way too fast here, and they end up literally going off the road. So just before the curve, I'm going to squeeze my brakes. My foot's on the brake. I'm going real easy. And this is like an S-curve. We have some warning signs. There's a light ahead. Kind of cut over in front of me. It is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to squeeze my brakes. Centrifugal force is pulling me out. If I make the light, fine. See, they're going to run the light. Not necessary. Build good habits. I'm good right here. And you want to go right up to this white line. This is called the stop line. This is a double left turn lane. You should be able to see the lights up there. Got the test next month. 18 years old. You should be practicing. Imagine you're driving with me. I'm your uncle. You're in the car. We're driving in traffic, making good decisions, practicing good lane changes, checking our blind spot. You need to drive in some heavy traffic like this and then get into the neighborhood. Practice your right turns, left turns, lane changing, parallel parking, not running lights. If you run lights, you possibly could fail. If you make a right turn on red and you don't look or you don't stop, failure. If you make a right turn on red and there's a sign there, you will fail. So traffic to the left is the bridge coming down. Cars can't see me. So I'm going to look. I looked. You have to look left and right. I have to go in the inside lane. So I'm going to be right by the double yellow. Yes, that's what your road tester wants. I'm going to maintain good speed. A lot of cars will shoot across in front of us. So now I'm lifting my foot and looking left and right. This is what you should be doing. This is what you must be doing. I'm cruising at 45. I can go 50, but it's not necessary. You don't always have to go near the speed limit. 45, 47, 48 is fine. I'm at 50 now. So you want to drive at or near the speed limit when you take your road test. If this is bringing you value, give it a thumbs up. And then I need to make a left turn at the street coming up to pick up a client. I'm going to turn on my left turn signal. I'm at 4 blinks and I squeeze my brakes. This is the left turn lane only. And then I'm going to wait for traffic. I have to yield to oncoming traffic. So I'm waiting. and waiting some more. If you're not patient when you take your test and you're hesitant, you will fail. They won't help you make the left turn. You have to make it yourself, and they'll judge you on how safe or dangerous it is. You need to be looking through my tutorials to help you understand on what the road testers are looking for, because I'm a state certified driving instructor. So I'm still waiting, 30 seconds, a minute. I'm waiting for a big gap. The light is yellow up there, so I'm waiting for this traffic to go by. And it should be, this is an outside view, so you won't be able to see my hands, but I will be turning hand over hand. And we know there's an airbag, so I'm going to go ahead and go. Here's my gap, and then I turn out. So now you're in a neighborhood. This is the driving environment, under 25 miles an hour. This is a partially controlled intersection. There are stop signs left and right. I'm looking left and right. I have to stop up here. You need to stop for 3 seconds. I'm going to squeeze my brakes and have a complete stop for 3 seconds. And then I stop. And then I'm turning. I'm going to the left. I gradually accelerate. There was a speed bump here earlier, but it's gone. So I don't know if a person put this out, but this is very unusual. So in neighborhoods, see this truck? He did stop. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be courteous. The car behind me almost hit me. You just got to be patient. People get really sloppy in neighborhoods. So neighborhoods are the most dangerous. I'm staying to the right. Next time I'll wear the GoPro, you'll be able to see my hands and see me looking, but I want you to visualize yourself in here with me right now. So I turn on my blinker, 100 feet, a half a block, and then I go in slow. Next time kids are to my left, I'm going very slow. I'm at about 20. I see cars coming down, so how does this work? If I have space, I go to the right. They have space, they go to their right. So they're going to go to their right. And looks like this person is going to reverse in. That's how you back into a driveway. You go past it, then you back up slowly. My speed controller's pretty good. I'm at about 20. They're going to take you in some neighborhoods. Promise you. If this was helpful, give it a thumbs up. I'll wear the GoPro tomorrow. Bye, guys.